Uh, Now, I will be calling Mr. Hashish. I left my notebook. Mr. Hashish is a good friend. He's the CEO of Kanoria. By the way, I don't need even notes to introduce Mr. Hashish. Kanoria Textiles. By the way, they have also introduced a new technology to Ethiopia. By the way, the zero discharge technology started from Kanoria Textile. Then it was copied by, the Hawassa Park. So they have been a good lesson for this development. In fact, the team started to visit Kanoria textiles before they even go further into it. So thank you very much. And CEO of Kanoria, Mr. Hashish, has been very key in the implementation of this big project. His management has been very key and has really contributed a lot. And without further ado, I would like to ask Mr. Hashish to give his remarks. Mr. Hashish, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, His Excellency, for his expression about Kanoria Africa and being the pioneer in setting up examples of setting industries in Ethiopia. Being the last speaker and before the lunch, it's really difficult because everybody must be thinking about the food now. So I'll keep it very short. I'll just brief you about Kanoria, what exactly is the Kanoria group. Kanoria basically is a diversified group. We are basically chemical companies in India. We have jute mill in India. We have tea gardens, solar and wind powers in India, one of the trading company in India, and besides the IT company. So it's a very diversified group which is not linked with each other. And 3 years before, almost 4 years before, management thought of investing outside India. And one of the projects which we took was setting up an auto component company in Europe. So we have in Czech Republic our auto component company, and Switzerland and Germany our offices, where we do designing and manufacturing for companies like BMW, Audi, Porsche, and all those companies. And Mr. Kanoria himself was very passionate about Africa, and he wanted to do something for Africa. And that was textiles was one of the key elements where it is a basic industry, more employment, and all those things. And finally, after going through different due diligence, we decided that we should invest in East Africa. There are many advantages of East Africa, which my previous speakers had told, and I'll cut in short and I'll explain you why we have invested in Africa. But let us first go about our project. There were two options where we have decided to invest in Ethiopia. There was one option where we should go for a low-end machineries and invest in Ethiopia. The other was to go for a state-of-art technology, which is the best technology available in the world today. And the management has decided that, okay, we'll go for best of the technology available in Japan, Germany, and USA, and we have best of the equipment from across the world put together for these denim fabric mills. The second was the zero liquid discharge. We believe that this country is a very beautiful country, and we need to keep it, as investors, foreign investors, as beautiful as it is. So that was the pledge which our board has taken, and that is the reason we started with zero liquid discharge. Zero liquid discharge, not only zero liquid discharge, if you come to our factory, there is no drain which is going outside the company. So it is completely surrounded by the green field. And entire water, almost 95 to 97% of the water is recycled back to the process. And whatever solids we are generating, all the solids today is converted into crystals, which can be used in tannery or the cement industries because it is rich in sulfates. Besides that, we have electric boilers. So there is no air pollution. So that makes our denim the first green denim plant in the world. So Ethiopia would be the first country in the world to supply green denim to the global market. That is the best thing for the Ethiopia today. Secondly, besides this, there are other things which I'd like to add to this, that socially we have done women empowerment. Totally 80-85% girls are working with us. And then we have transport and food facilities, other facilities. And as His Excellency has expressed that there are TVT colleges and graduate engineering colleges. Last year, we have recruited almost 50 graduate trainees from different institutes, 31 from Vaidar for textile graduates and 19 from other universities. And believe me, they have done an excellent job in last 1 year. They are now acting as a shift in charge and controlling the shifts and administrating the shift responsibilities excellently. The workers which we have recruited, their efficiency, if you see as compared to the other part of Asian countries, they have achieved the efficiency which normally takes 6 to 8 months in other part of the world, in 3 months in Ethiopia. So they are keen. There's a different culture which we need to adapt to this culture. It's not that the culture what we do in Asia or Europe may be the same culture in this part of the world. The culture, we need to adapt to this culture, and believe me, the miracles can happen. So what we talk about efficiency, what we talk about the knowledge bank here is the resource which has to be utilized. That is the reason we came to Ethiopia, because Ethiopia is the only country what we saw is can be done in both ways. There's a cotton which is available, there's a cheap electricity which is available, and the spinning can be done in a better way. The other part, if you see, for the garmenting, there are the competitive labor cost which is available. Now the government has created the textile parks. So the only country, if you go to the Asian countries, there are few countries which do only garmenting, few countries which do only the spinning and other parts. Ethiopia is the only country which can do industrialization from the both ways. It will take time. The patience is required. The ecosystem will be developed, but things will go on. So there are few challenges which I'd like to mention here, which everybody has mentioned. Logistic is there, which yesterday the rail has been inaugurated. I think so that problem would be addressed now. The other is cotton issues which are there. So as this is an agro forum, I take this opportunity to tell that there is 3.2 million hectares of land which is available for cultivation of cotton in Ethiopia, which is suitable for land. And I myself has visited right from till the Omo Valley to the northern part of Ethiopia, Afar, and this land is suitable for cotton growing. We are not farmers, so we are not getting into that. But it's an ample land, and only 98,000 hectares today is cultivated. So 3% of the available resources is cultivated today. So there's ample opportunity for cotton farming in Ethiopia, and there are mills which are coming up here, so there's a ready market. The second, Ethiopia is the best destination today because there's a market today. The buyers like H&M, VF, and other buyers are already pushing Ethiopia for as a next destination hub. So you have a market here, you have the resource, full resource in terms of land availability, in terms of manpower availability, in terms of good governance. What Otto Fasil has told that whenever I meet His Excellency Otto Tadesse, the appointment which I get is 7:30 in the morning. So that appointment, I can't believe in other part of the world. So that is the best thing. You have people, the government is supportive, the resources are there. So there will be challenges. The patience has to be there, and the ecosystem will take some time to build. Now we are importing all small things, consumables, everything has to be imported. So there's a lot of opportunity for the local investors also, like the paper cones, which we are importing now from India, or we are bringing something from China. So there is a lot of ancillary, auxiliary units, which the textile industries will be requiring. Our plant, once in 3 years' time, after we complete the complete expansion, would be almost $90 million project with 20,000 employments. So this will not only generate for us, but there will be indirect requirements which auxiliary units would be there, and this can benefit to all. Thank you. Thank you very much.